everyone. The purpose of this video is to show you how to use my Schoology course. So let's dive right in. At the top here, you've got important course information. Best preferred method of contact is email. I just want to tell you now, you can see up in the corner, 16 unread. I don't read Schoology messages very often. My office hours are Wednesdays by appointment or Thursdays during advisory by appointment. You'll have to email me in order to get an appointment. This is my office hours Zoom link here. And then this is a link to the course handbook. If you'd like to know more about the course handbook, you can go to the Orange Schoology Help Resources folder and you can watch the video about the handbook. Next here we have reminders and bulletins, and this is just a place where I put important reminders for you, things that hopefully will remind you to do your work or pick up your supplies in this case. Below that is a schedule. So you'll have this in all of your classes. This should be standard in your classes to know when you're supposed to be meeting. And it will also denote when you have small group meetings too, but we don't have one this week. The next thing under that is Zoom class links. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And yours will come up as you'll have a new meeting to join. So you'll just hit the join button to come in, but you'll also have a study group too. And you'll eventually be assigned study groups and you'll be able to come in here and hang out with just your study group in a Zoom without me. And if you'd like to know more about that, I will have a video coming out later about that. That'll be separate from this. Below the Zoom link is our weekly folders. So you'll have one for each day that we have class, and then you'll also have a Wednesday folder just to kind of let you know what you should be working on that Wednesday. And I'll also have the agendas. Now inside of these folders, I will put our weekly meeting slides. So those are the slides that I present to you when you come into class. The things that you need to know, our mindful moments will all be in these slides here. So if there's anything that you need access to, these are available for you to open. And those are going to be in all of the daily folders like that. All right. So next on the list is process journal assignments folder. This has all of our process journals for the semester loaded into it. However, you only have access to the first one right now. And here it is. This is the whole thing. If you want more information on this specific process journal, you can go to the folder and look at it for yourself and watch the introduction video. But this is a setup for every single process journal. Every single process journal will have the assignment at the top. So that's where you'll actually copy the slides that you're going to end up filling out for the presentation. And then the next step is to watch through the tutorial videos. So each one will have an introduction explaining the whole process journal, and then it'll have a breakdown into tutorials on how to complete that process journal that you'll follow along with. And then there'll be reference slides for you to look at, look at examples, reread something that was on the presentation. And finally, there'll be a critique slideshow that you will participate in with your classmates at the end of the process journal. Going back to our main page now, we've done the process journal assignments. In our small group folder, we're going to have different rotating small groups. So the first 5 weeks, you'll have the same study group. And your study group will share your artwork through slides presentations. So you will all put in what you've been working on, what you practiced with in there to talk about with your group. Up next on the list here is weekly materials. And this is where our archive is. So our future and our archive. So you'll see that this week is empty. That's because this is the week that I've got up. And when I'm finished with it, I'll take it and cycle it down into here. And then I'll open up the second week, which I haven't loaded anything into yet, but I'll be loading soon. And you can see that everything will be available to you. So even if the week has passed, you can still come to the weekly materials folder and get what you need from that week. This last folder here, the resources and Schoology Orange folder, is a great resource for figuring out how to use this class. So you're watching this video right now, how to use Schoology. I haven't even loaded in any videos yet. This is my first one that I'm working on. So below that, there'll be a video on how to use the course handbook, how to set up your Google Drive folder for the class, what are mindful moments and how to participate in them, and what is a quality photo. And there may be more videos added to this as the semester goes on, but these are videos that I can point you to if you are struggling with something, you're not sure about it. Instead of me having to answer the same questions a lot of times, this saves me a lot of time by just saying, oh, go watch this video and that'll explain it to you. Below that, there's also Ann Arbor Public Schools high school resources, as well as how to do things in Schoology 2 at the bottom. And that is how you use my Schoology course. And again, I want to stress reminding you that it's best to email me.